Well, welcome back, guys. Here we are at GCM Garage for another rig review. Today we've got Sang back. Thanks for coming.
Hey, guys.
Today we're going to do a rig review on Sang's Hilux. This is quite a nice piece, so we thought we'd bring it to you, and we're going to just sort of go through it all and have a look. We'll take the top off and get into some of the details and so on and so forth. So again, thanks for coming, Sang.
Thank you for having me.
And here we go, another rig review for GCM. So, Sang, what do we got here? Tell me a little bit about this and how it came to be.
Well, I actually picked up this used. First of all, I bought the body. I was going to buy a body and then have a chassis built in the first. And so then I bought, after the body, I bought the chassis that came as a Trailfinder 2 chassis from the same person.
Okay.
And I made it a little bit my own. It needed work. It was already painted green like this, and I added some extra touch to it, like lights in the front, as you can see. And I got the interior from a Tamiya Bruiser kit I ordered online.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, and then after that I added the driver, which is the Bruiser driver as well.
Right.
And then I got some Proline scale accessories, which I put on. There's a cooler in the back here, and there's a gas tank inside. The gas tank container in the
inside the
truck.
Yeah, so that's kind of dangerous, eh?
Yeah, but just everybody know there's no gas in there.
There's no gas inside the interior.
Yes.
If you can see, yeah, you can see it there. There's a gas tank in the interior. I'm sure the fumes are kind of making them feel a little wonky, but.
Yeah, he should roll the window down. Next time it's going to be rolled down, and there's a shovel there too.
Yeah. It's really nice though. So is this a Tamiya color? Like, where is this color? Did you paint this? Or?
I didn't paint this.
Okay.
Was the way it is. I did some touch up because it was used. So
it's got a metallic finish to it, or?
Yeah, the previous owner said it was a Tamiya green. I'm not sure what you call it, but it is a TS something Tamiya paint.
Yep.
And so it's green and black as the hood you can see, and the black. I'm pretty sure it's all Tamiya paint, as I've been told. And there's quite a few upgrade added to the truck.
Okay.
First of all, this is a Trailfinder 2 body, which is
chassis.
Chassis and body too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's actually it's a copycat of the Tamiya Hilux.
Because I was confused because if for those that know this body style, you've got the round headlights. So tell us what's going on there.
So like I said, this is how I got it. The previous owner put this is actually the Tamiya Hilux front grille and light.
Okay.
Because the Trailfinder 2 is the square one. Okay. So it's probably like this would probably like an 83 Toyota Hilux, and Trailfinder is probably like an 85, 86-ish when they changed the style.
Sure.
So this is the Hilux grille.
Okay.
And the rest is Trailfinder.
Okay.
Now the main difference is the Trailfinder has the window is not tinted like the Hilux.
Oh, right.
So it's a clear window, which I prefer.
Okay.
Because you can see the interior, you can see more detail.
Yeah, of course, it's quite nice. Yeah, I think we've got a Hilux in the back there, and it's.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's
all
how it is.
tinted,
yes.
and so this is clear, very nice.
Yeah.
And you did this interior, you said, so you
I
painted all that up.
Yes.
Okay.
The interior, except the seat, I started painting the dash. I didn't. The only things missing is maybe decals for the gauge.
Okay.
And
that's the Bruiser interior,
yes,
correct? So you ordered that online, and
correct.
Did it just fit right in, no problem?
Amazingly, it fits right in.
Okay.
The screws, everything lined up.
Okay.
And fits. Same driver barely fit because I guess he's a tall driver. His head is almost hitting the roof.
Yeah, you've done a good job. If you guys want to look at just there he is there.
Yeah.
Just sporting away. Way you go. And so tell me about the the wheel and tire combination. What's that?
So when I got this chassis or the truck, it came with the 1.55 Trailfinder 2 metal rims.
Okay.
Like in the back, like your quad truck there, the Chevy truck.
Yeah.
And the previous owner had these weird swamp tires on it. They're just like balloons.
Okay.
They're 1.55, but they're actually the overall diameter was bigger than a 1.9.
So it didn't look right.
It didn't look right. I mean, it performs well off-road, but it didn't look to scale to me.
Okay.
And so then I just happened to have these nice GCM rims kicking around.
Those are nice. So those are a GCM rim?
Yes.
And they're 1.9s?
1.9s.
1.9s, okay.
Yeah. And
And then you put on what are these, Mickey Thompsons?
Mickey Thompson 1.9.
Okay, MTZs, I think. Yeah, MTZs, Bajas.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
really like them because they're narrow, more scale.
Okay.
Than some of the truck tires, they're too wide for the truck. So if you look in the front here, it's very narrow, so it's more scale in my opinion.
Sure.
And then
do they perform? Have you used them?
oh, this performs great.
Okay.
On-road, off-road, rock climb. I wouldn't call it like true like rock climbing because this is not the truck for it.
So
Or
a trail rock
Yeah.
combination, yeah.
Small rock or certain size, this would be perfect for it. It has enough travel, more scale. You won't have as much travel as some of the, I guess, axial trucks.
Okay.
Because this is more like a scale truck.
Okay. And then, of course, you've got the big boss fender, what are we going to call those? Flares, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, fender flares. Those are quite nice, eh?
Yeah.
And that came with the truck, too.
Exactly, yeah. It's, I never thought about it, but it kind of grows on me.
Yeah, they look good, as a matter of fact. At first you're like, but then, as you sort of look at it and put everything together, it really starts to make it work well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've lit up the front, as we discussed. You've got these lit up front here, these little amber fog lights.
Yes.
Quite nice. Looks great. So, TF2 chassis?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we take it off and have a look at the chassis?
Sure. So taking the body off is very easy.
Okay.
Just to save time, there's two body clips here in the back.
Yeah.
Which I don't have them on, but to hold it down so it doesn't bounce up and down.
Sure.
And then it's just a matter of almost like a pressure. There's a screw here and here that kind of sticks out. So just a little bit of flex here.
Oh, nice.
And lift.
Okay.
And the same thing this side, like this.
Oh, nice.
And then just gently lift it up, like this here.
Okay.
And then it's off.
So there we go. We've got the chassis now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that definitely is the TF2 chassis. What, if anything, has been done to it?
There's a few upgrades, not too much because the chassis itself is pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah.
The dry shaft it's upgraded to.
Okay.
It's not the plastic one that comes with the kit. It's
Yeah, the metal ones. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
They look a little better, and I'm pretty sure they perform better than the stock one.
Okay.
These side steps here are upgraded. It's they're the ones that comes with it. It's plastic. It didn't look too. It was somewhat scaled, but it was a little bit too big in my opinion.
Okay.
It sticks out a little more. So this looks. It's a little shorter. I mean, it's closer to the body.
They're really nice, actually. They're quite scale. They look good. Good feel to them. Like again, metal, right?
Yes.
So. Yeah, they're quite nice, and that's an upgrade for
That's
the
an
TF2.
upgrade.
Okay,
And that's from
all right.
RC4WD itself. Part
Okay.
That's made for this.
Sure.
And another upgrade here is there's a body lift kit,
Oh, okay.
both sides.
So this is being the body lift kit here. Okay, interesting. And so that's just to get a few more millimeters, get the body up off the tires, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's but almost I'd say about close to a centimeter higher.
Okay.
Because these tires are a little bigger, so it gives that clearance, so there's
Sure.
no rubbing.
Sure. What do we have up front? It looks like we have a sport-tuned. Is that a Tamiya?
Yes, it is. Me being a Tamiya guy, and I
Yeah.
happen to have a Tamiya Sport Tune motor kicking around.
Right.
It may not be the best motor for this now that I think about it.
Okay.
Because it's somewhere around 27 turn,
Right.
and probably the best motor that would be for this is probably a 35 turn in my opinion.
Right.
Because this on second gear, it's way too fast.
Well, and so that's you raise a good point. Of course, the TF2s are two-speed, right?
That's correct.
So if everyone can see that, the TF2 Trailfinder 2 from RC 4-wheel drive comes with a two-speed transmission. And so obviously in combination with the Sport Tune motor, you've got a lot of juice going on. It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
goes.
So the first speed to me is more ideal.
Okay.
It's more like crawl, maybe 5-7 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
So it's more scale.
Okay.
Once you put in second gear, it's just way too fast. It's just I actually rolled this over in the pavement one. I wasn't turning fast or anything, just turning sharp.
Right.
It actually made a scrape here, but I was way too fast for this.
And so electronics, we're looking at, what is it? Well, does it come with electronics?
No. The
eh?
kit does not come with any electronic whatsoever.
Okay.
So obviously you have to buy your motor, which is what we just talked about.
Yep.
You need two servos, one for the steering
Yep.
and one for the
steering up here.
Steering up there.
Yep.
And then the blue one is the Traxxas 2075 waterproof servo for the shifting, which is an overkill for that because you don't need anything that much torque for just move the shifting itself.
Right. So that's obviously going from high-low, right?
Yes.
2-speed. Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you've got, looks like an HPI Racing waterproof.
Yes.
Crawler.
It's
ESC?
not a crawl EC, but I've been told, and I read online that you could set drag brake on this.
Okay.
I just haven't figured out how to do it.
Okay.
If you, for folks there, it's a model SC-15WP. And if you Google that and drag brake, I'm sure you'll find that.
Okay.
And I'll find out perhaps next time set the drag brake on, because definitely when you're running this, you let go of the gas, the thing still rolls like it's on neutral.
Leafed all the way around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Leaf spring like the scale truck. Like
Yeah.
I've actually looked online, the actual real Toyota Hilux truck around early 80s, and this is very close to the actual truck. It's amazing.
Well, you know, here at GCM Garage, one of the things we try to do, of course, regardless if it's a GCM brand product or something else out there, we try to make it as scale as possible, right? So, of course, we're doing our research, looking at the truck, saying, what is the suspension, right? And, of course, leafed all the way around, so that's what you've got. Really nice set of axles on it, too. These are the Yoda RC four-wheel drive axles that came with it, of course.
It came with it, yes.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice piece.
Yeah.
I like it. So, what are your plans with it? What do you want to do to it? Anything unique or special, or just run it?
This is my running truck.
Okay.
It's it looks good and it runs great. I mean, running more like trail. I'm not running this, really rough and really serious rock crawling.
Yep.
So this is a running truck, and there's a few things. I have the LEDs in the back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hook it up to the main one. They're not hooked
They're
up
not
yet.
wired yet?
Not wired yet.
Okay.
So I'll add that. So there's gonna be just a red light up, more
Yep.
like the real truck.
Yep.
So that's gonna be it. In terms of what else to do with this truck,
I don't think it needs much, eh? It's a really nice piece.
yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Like, oh, another thing is I might a little more travel the suspension. That part that I bought from RC4WD to add to the leaf, their shackles or something, whatever they're called.
Okay.
To add more travel. So just if I could put them in the front, so to add that more, if you want to do some small rock crawling.
Okay.
And that's
More undulation and what
Yes.
have you, a bit better
Yeah.
suspension travel. Okay.
Like I said, this is a scale truck, so it's mimics more like the real truck.
A little bit
but-
more stiffly sprung and what have you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but for me, just to do some rock crawl, I just want to take that extra step, just a little more flex to it.
Sure.
I mean, another thing I might do is replace the stock oil shocks or damper
Okay.
to a I think it's called King shocks or King whatever it is from RC4WD. But actually, no, that wouldn't work because it has springs on them. But I'll probably find something that a little.
Because you're trying to get a little bit more, as we just discussed,
Yeah.
a little more travel, a little more undulation over the rocks and what have you, right?
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's something
Sure.
better than the stock.
Yeah, of course.
But other than that, I don't think there's much that can be done to this truck. I mean, all the main upgrade, in my opinion, has already been done. And
It's really nice. Now, not only do you have this, but you just, I think last night you picked up something new, and I don't know if you can see, it's just off to the side here, so we won't spend a lot of time on it because I'm sure at some point we'll do a rig review on it.
Yeah.
But just quickly, and if you wanted to do some comparisons, this is the Galant, is it?
Yeah, this
from
is,
RC four-wheel drive.
RC4, this was just by accident. I just went out with some buddies last night, and he's in one of the buddy in town here into flying.
Okay.
And I knew he had some scale truck he wasn't using, so just by conversation, and next thing you know, I hang out with him for about 3 hours, and I came home with this afterwards. And I was really pleased with the Trail Finder too, with the product, the quality of the product.
Right.
This is, I wouldn't say an upgrade, or this is probably just another model.
Sure.
And it's a really nice kit. When I got this is as the condition that I got. As you can see, it's not finished.
No.
So you need obviously the electronics like the motor, speed controller, and receiver.
Yep.
But that's minor. That thing takes an hour to set it all right.
Sure it does.
So as we talked about earlier, the body is what takes the most work. That body is so detailed.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys look at, you probably know it, but this detail, it's unfinished, but there's so many add-ons. We had to look through the box. There are so many pieces to this to really make it scale.
Yeah.
I'm excited, Sang, to see this up and running and done. You may spend the summer with so many bits and pieces that are onto this, getting it done, but we'll have to see this out on the trail soon.
Yeah. So I haven't decided on the color yet. I was just thinking maybe, I know it sounds crazy, I'd probably leave it primer for now.
Sure.
And run it until I have a good theme, good color option,
Sure.
then I'll do it maybe next year or end of summer. Who knows? Or maybe I'll do it in a few weeks. It depends. I just don't want to pick any color and then I regret it.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm looking for something based on a real truck. Like maybe I was thinking the African tour or whatever. Because I use
like a safari kind
safari,
of, yeah,
something like that, right? I really like that.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
Well, this obviously will be a future rig review for us. You know, I'll have to get, like you said, you have to get this done, and whatever you decide to do with it, we'll be excited to see it when it's all said and done.
Exactly.
Yeah, anyways, Sang, I want to thank you again for coming out. I want to thank Chris for letting me host another GCM rig review. You know, comment, like, you know, here we are. We're doing this for you guys. We're having lots of fun. So don't forget to put your comments and like these videos if you do. So this was just a Hilux TF2 review, and Sang brought it here. So thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time.